So Shane Dawson just launched a Patreon.
My goal was to get this podcast out of our house. Having, 5 animals and now 2 toddlers, running into the room. So my goal was to get a studio space or some sort of office or something to where we could build a podcast set. And we were looking into office spaces, and it's pretty expensive. And I was like, I need to figure out more reasons to justify this. So what if we also did a production company? I've done that on YouTube for 17 years on my own, funding everything myself. All that kind of stuff is very expensive. I have a show that I really want to make about a girl getting canceled in Hollywood. I think what I want to do is start a Patreon. What if this could be the start of our production company, of our studio? The Patreon is up right now. Today's the launch day, and I'm so excited about it. We're all very excited about it. Also very nervous about it. Yeah.
Yep, after 17 years of YouTube and reportedly making tens of millions over the years, including a cool $10 million from that Jeffree Star makeup collab alone, Shane has officially joined the crowdfunding crew. The goal? To build a studio, start a production company, and make bigger projects like scripted series, movies, and a podcast that doesn't have toddlers running through the background. Now look, the dream sounds cool. Who doesn't want to see creators step up and evolve? But here's where things get messy. Because while Shane says he's grateful for everything fans have given him over the years, he's now asking them to give even more. In his words from the video comments, "Thank you guys for all the love and support. I can't put into words how much it means to me. I can't wait to make bigger projects that hopefully make you feel something. I'm just so grateful." And many of his fans are thrilled. The top comments are full of support. "I've never thought I'd be willing to pay to join someone's Patreon, and here I am paying for 3 of them, and I have no complaints. Congratulations, Shane. You deserve it. It's finally time for us to give back. I've literally never subbed to someone's Patreon until now. I love you guys, always have, always will." So what's the problem? Well, there's another side to this conversation, and it's getting louder. Let's talk about timing. Right now, the economy is a mess. People are struggling to pay rent. The cost of living is through the roof. And don't even get me started on the price of eggs. People are working 2 jobs just to stay afloat. So is now the time to ask your audience for $7.99 a month to help you build your dream studio? One commenter put it bluntly, "Extremely rich people starting Patreons is so cringe." Another said, "I want to support and watch everything, but paying $8 a month isn't reasonable for me with my low-paying job. I'd love more on YouTube. It's the only place I can watch anything because it's free." And Reddit? Yeah, Reddit's not holding back either. They live in a $1 million house, and I most certainly do not. I'm worried about the price of groceries, not giving money to someone I already helped become rich and famous through years of support. And this one. I bet if they sold their $1 million home and moved to a more modest, normal, 4-bedroom, they would suddenly have a lot of extra money, but they would rather keep the rich lifestyle and then pump their middle to lower economic class fans for money. Honestly, disappointing to me. That's the heart of the debate. Should multimillionaire creators who live in massive homes, have multiple properties, a Tesla Cybertruck, llamas, private jet trips, and constant luxury hauls, really be turning to the public for funding? Let's not forget Shane has 2 YouTube channels, one with over 18 million subscribers, and another with just under 3 million. Interestingly, he barely posts on the larger one anymore. Why? Fans have speculated everything from algorithm shifts and content burnout to lingering backlash from past controversies, but in the end, it raises a fair question. Why build a new studio for content when the existing platforms, which already reach millions, have gone largely unused? And then there's the financial history. Shane's career spans almost 2 decades. He's had merch drops, sold books, taken sponsorships, and made millions from AdSense. Not to mention the Jeffree Star makeup line, which reportedly brought in $35 million overall, with Shane pocketing around $10 million. That's on top of brand deals and years of fan-supported content. He has a mansion, multiple properties, and travels by private jet. At this point, isn't it fair to ask, shouldn't this next chapter be self-funded? And let's not ignore the influence and lifestyle of Ryland Adams, Shane's husband. Ryland is no stranger to luxury either. Known for his love of designer goods, high-end home decor, and overspending on what many fans see as unnecessary upgrades, Ryland often posts content showing off their glamorous life. That includes extravagant shopping hauls, redecorating already lavish rooms, and buying pricey gifts, all while joking about being bad with money. Some fans love it, others, not so much, especially when that lifestyle is followed by a request for funding. In fact, Ryland also launched a Patreon, as did Shane's sister-in-law, Morgan Adams. Both of them have received backlash for similar reasons. They live comfortably, often showcase that comfort online, and then ask for ongoing monthly payments from viewers, many of whom are barely scraping by. Because here's the thing, Shane's fans have dreams too. They want to start businesses, create art, pay rent on time, travel, live without financial anxiety. Why should their limited funds go toward making his dreams come true when he's already living the kind of life most people can only imagine? From book deals to Tesla trucks, from having pet llamas to flaunting wealth online, the message starts to feel a little disconnected. Help us build a studio while we relax in a hot tub on one of our properties. Let's be real. Most people don't get to wake up in a mansion, jump into a Cybertruck, and head to brunch after booking a private jet. But Shane and Ryland do. Regular people are sitting at home, budgeting groceries and student loan payments, and yet they're being asked to help fund a dream that already looks a whole lot like a dream to begin with. And then we have to talk about Shane's history, the controversies, the cancellations, the long list of apologies. Has his brand actually recovered? That depends on who you ask. For some, he's redeemed himself, a creative force who learned from past mistakes. But for others, the trust isn't fully there. It's fragile, and that makes this Patreon push feel risky. And if the fans are going to help fund future productions, it's fair to ask, how successful have his past projects really been? Let's look at the numbers. Shane's 2017 short film The Lottery and his 2015 film Not Cool were attempts at more traditional storytelling, but critical response? Mixed at best. Not Cool, in particular, was torn apart by critics and even called out by fellow creators like Chris Moore in the reality show The Chair, where the film was made. While his documentary-style YouTube series like The Mind of Jake Paul and The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star gained major traction and broke records in terms of views, they also came with controversy and accusations of manipulation and uneven storytelling. So while Shane has the potential to produce viral content, the jump to high-budget scripted projects isn't a guaranteed slam dunk. The success of these past projects is also a fair warning. A big budget doesn't always equal a big hit. If Shane is planning to crowdfund larger projects, fans deserve some clarity on what that money will be used for, and whether the final product will even be made available to the public for free or locked behind more paywalls. Like, if you really believe in the dream, shouldn't you invest in it yourself? Cut back on the extras. Get a business loan. Pitch to investors. You know, the stuff the rest of us would have to do if we wanted to launch a company. That's what traditional creators and entrepreneurs do. They don't turn to their fans, especially not the ones who are already watching every video, buying every piece of merch, and sticking with them through every scandal. And here's the awkward part. Shane and Ryland have a massive network of wealthy friends. If none of them are investing in this dream, should fans be asking why?
Writing, I want to make these things so bad. I'm trying to get funding for the movie. It's been, 3 years?
You've been trying to make this movie so intensely for years, and it just keeps getting stuck.
Is it the concept? Or is it the baggage that comes with the Shane Dawson brand? If the people closest to them, people with money, with access, with resources, aren't backing this vision, maybe it says something about whether they believe in it themselves. There's no denying Shane has talent, history, and a loyal fan base. But asking fans, the same people who got you to where you are, to bankroll your next chapter while showing off a lavish lifestyle online, yeah, it rubs a lot of people the wrong way. So what do you think? Is it out of touch? Is this just the new normal for creators? Or do millionaire influencers need to stop leaning on their fans' wallets and start acting like the business owners they claim to be? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your take.